Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Justice League, issue number 3. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, where we last left off on Justice League, Batman and Green Lantern had a small misunderstanding with Superman, and Superman attacked them. Now, Batman decided not to fight Superman, rather taking a different approach, whereas Green Lantern decided to take on the Man of Steel head-on, going so far to call up the Flash to help him out. However, we're talking about Superman here, and he, well, gave them a big run for their money. But it was Batman who stopped the Man of Steel using one of his most powerful skills he has, reasoning. Batman was able to talk Superman out of fighting them, saying that, we're not your enemies. We should be working together. We all have a common goal. And while this is going down, Darkseid, and yes, we all know by now it's Darkseid, sends his parademons to attack Earth, which not only affects our superheroes, Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, and Flash, but many other people, like Vic Stone, who will soon become Cyborg. And as we see in issue number 3, Wonder Woman. The issue starts off with Stephen Trevor trying to find exactly where Wonder Woman is. Wonder Woman had left because she heard some harpy was flying around, or a demon with wings. It's not a harpy, rather it's a parademon, and it attacks with a bunch of its friends. And Wonder Woman is actually very excited because she actually gets to stretch her legs and fight. So Wonder Woman engages those parademons. Superman, Flash, Green Lantern, and Batman work together to take on a much bigger mass of parademons. And they hold their own pretty well, but they find out that the parademons aren't necessarily here to attack, but rather they're abducting people. They're taking normal, everyday citizens and flying away with them. Not harming them at all, not killing them, just taking them away. While all this is going down, Cyborg is, well, becoming Cyborg. His father's doing the best he can to help out his son and keep him from dying. And it ends off with a nice little cliffhanger with the introduction of a character that I think we all know and love. So with that said, let's get into the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Good. I liked the portrayal of Wonder Woman in this. As you guys know, I am a huge Wonder Woman fan. She's my second favorite character. And this is a younger Wonder Woman, so she's a little bit more naive. But I like the fact that she's still kind, compassionate, but a warrior. And she's also in the world that she doesn't understand. Like ice cream. She doesn't know what ice cream is. But she's absolutely astounded and excited when she tastes it for the first time. And she thinks it's a cat's meow. Geoff Johns does a pretty good job at balancing that. Making her naive to man's world, but not making her naive. This is a completely new world to her. It's like if you've only lived in the United States and you've flown over to Japan and spent a week there. You'll understand things, but the culture is different, the atmosphere is different, and Wonder Woman is reacting accordingly to it. But again, she's still portrayed as compassionate, a warrior, and strong, and she is a little useful, but that's good. And Jim Lee draws Wonder Woman beautifully. Really does a good job. So I liked Wonder Woman. She was a badass. She came out of nowhere and started chopping and kicking and punching. I also like that the story is progressing pretty well. We get more Cyborg in this. Some other characters show up. I don't want to reveal who they are. Some of them are good guys. Some of them are bad guys. The action is really nice here. Great display of what people can do. Flash going around and fighting people all at once. Superman picking up a truck and using it as a bat. Green Lantern just trying to use his ring. And Batman being skillful, stealthy, and knocking people out quickly and one at a time. And of course, Wonder Woman just going in there slicing like crazy. Which is nice, again. Bad. I felt as though there was too much in this, in that everyone kind of got just a little bit of time. Like, for example, what I liked about last issue is they introduced, and each issue is introducing 2 Justice League members at a time, it seems, for the most part. Last issue introduced Superman and Flash, but everyone got their own FaceTime. Everyone got a chance to speak and do their own thing. I felt as though we didn't get so much of that in this issue. And I felt as though with Wonder Woman and other Justice League characters coming in here, they didn't quite get as much exposure as, say, Superman and Flash did in the previous issue. That's not necessarily a hugely bad thing, but so much is happening at once. I think I'm trying to formulate exactly how I'm going to explain this. I guess it just leaves a little bit more to be imagined. Like, I wanted Batman and Superman and Flash to speak more, but they barely said anything in this. Green Lantern barely said anything in this. A lot is happening, so I think it can be a little too much at times. But that really is the only issue I had with this issue. Whether or not you should pick it up, yeah, this was a good issue. It wasn't quite as good as issue number 3, but it was still fun. It's still a 4-star issue. The story is still progressing nicely, and I loved how Wonder Woman came in. I am so happy to see her. I love Wonder Woman. Batman's my favorite. Wonder Woman is my second. So, on the whole, it was a good issue. Other than the fact that there was so much happening at once, it did a lot of good things. We got to see a little bit more of our villain, and like I said, a nice little cliffhanger or a little tease to what's going to be happening in issue number 4. So I do recommend picking up Justice League. It was a good issue. 4 stars. It was fun. With that said, I'm going to end this review here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.